So how do you take care of your skin? How do you get that brighter skin even if you are standing in long hours under the sun? Well, here is a lowdown that we give you on how to take care of your skin and also how to get rid of that skin tanning and post skin burning. So watch this.
Stepping in the afternoons these days have become a difficult task as the UV rays have become our skin's strongest enemy. The most important thing to know as a UV rays fighter is the importance of SPF. Do you know what SPF is? SPF stands for Sun Protection Factor, a number that lets you know how long you can stay out in the sun without burning. Do you know what's your SPF type? Imagine your skin normally starts turning red after 20 minutes of sun exposure. So for an exposure of 20 minutes, the sun protection factor of 30 is tried. This means 20 times 30, which is 600, divided by 60 minutes is 10. So for the sun exposure of 20 minutes, an SPF of 30 will protect your skin for 10 long hours, which is more than the hours we see the sun in the sky. Now from the available lot in the market, which is the sun protection cream that should be your pick? Well, here are the points to keep in mind while picking a sunscreen. You should always go for a non-sticky sunscreen. You should definitely look for the type of UV protection that your sunscreen will provide. There are two types of radiations, UVA and UVB. UVA penetrates the skin more deeply and is considered the chief culprit behind wrinkling and leathering of the skin. The UVA rays also cause skin aging and contribute to skin cancer. UVB rays are also dangerous, causing sunburns, cataracts and effects on the immune system.
A lot of the sun damage that we get is it started from when we were children. And our children are usually exposed under the sun, okay, because they play a lot and they probably are in the school field, okay, and they don't use any protection. Okay, you see the UVB, okay, is the one that that is absorbed by the first layer of the skin, which is your epidermis. The second layer is your dermis. Now the UVB is the one that gives you the tan. Okay, this is the one that actually causes cancer. Now the UVA penetrates the skin deeper down to the epidermis and damages the DNA of your skin cells. Okay, but this doesn't show the damage right away. Okay, UVA develops for a long period of time, but this is the one that is responsible for the wrinkles, the photoaging, and the skin thickening. You see, you know these people who always are like adventurers, okay, the skin is thick even when they're still young. That's because of that.
So when you pick up your sunscreen, make sure the sunscreen provides that extra shield from the harmful UVA and UVB rays. You have three varied options in sunscreen.
On a daily basis, you can actually apply a moisturizer with a built-in sunscreen. And this has SPF 15. This should be more than enough for you on a daily basis. Okay, for her, this could actually give her about 6 to 8 hours of protection. Okay, it's like she's not really going, like she doesn't really go to the beach. She's just working in her office. Okay, so you apply a thin layer of that, and this doesn't feel like you have anything on the face. Okay, so you apply this here, and if you're wearing a lower neck, then you apply it here. And if you have short hair or you're pulling this up, you can apply it also at the back of your neck. Okay. Now you see, you take note that when I'm applying, I'm not using this finger. I will always use the ring finger, okay, or this one, because this is a gentler finger. That's one. So that's one type. The second type, let's say, she's the type who applies a little bit of coverage, like maybe a face powder or a light foundation. Now, there is such a thing now called a tinted moisturizer. This is my favorite. Personally, this is what I use every day. Okay, so this is 3-in-1. It has a sunscreen, SPF 15. It has a liquid moisturizer, but it is water-based. It's not the oily type. It's not oil-based moisturizer, so it's very light. And number 3, it has a light coverage. It's not as thick as a foundation, okay, but it is enough to give you a little bit of coverage, but it still gives you a natural look.
So now that you have learned how to take care of your skin before you step out of your home, let's take a look at the already tanned or burned skin. Our model Meghna has freckles on her skin, which is the first stage of skin burning. An anti-tan facial for affected skin can work wonders for the sun-exposed skin. We will show you the Hydra Whitening facial for tan skin.
Okay, first thing is never ever get a facial done right away, especially when your skin is still inflamed. You know it, it's like it's burning, it has that burning sensation. Do not touch it. It should at least let it rest for at least 3 days, or safest would be about 1 week. You know it because it's like when it's already like really dry and it's starting to peel off, then that is the time you go for a facial. Okay, so now when you get a facial done, very important, okay, that you find out what is the ingredient of what they're gonna be, the active ingredient of the product that they will be using. When you also get an exfoliation done, look for exfoliants, okay, make sure they're using exfoliants that are not abrasive, okay, so that's one thing. Now, in the facial, what should be done should be something that will infuse more moisture, okay, remove the dead skin, but without being in a non-aggressive way. And then there is a special mask actually that comes from plant extracts, special plant extracts that can lighten your skin by at least 1 level. Okay, but these are not chemical peels. Okay, so you go for the safer ones.
This facial includes the first step, that is cleansing your face. The effect of UV rays makes your skin dry, hence any soap-based cleanser should be avoided as it will add to the dryness. Instead, use soya lipid milk-based cleanser. The next step is exfoliation, which should be usually carried out with the algae extracts or pumpkin extracts. For mature skin, pumpkin extracts should be your pick.
Okay, now what happens is, you know, people who are usually exposed to the sun over a long period of time, they develop skin thickening. This is fantastic for that type of skin because it is the equivalent of a microdermabrasion, but it is gentler because I'm only using enzymes of pumpkin.
After the full face application, rub the exfoliator as it helps extracting the dead cells from your skin. This process reduces skin tone to a certain level.
So leave it for about 1 minute and then start to exfoliate now. You don't really have to rub so hard. Okay? So you can do that now. On your own, after the facial, you can continue using this twice a week because in reality, I could actually lighten her skin tone by at least 1 level. But for her to achieve the same level of skin tone that she used to have before she got sunburned, okay, that will take a little more time. Okay, maybe a month. Okay, so to help her, she can do this on her own as well.
While cleansing, let your fingers glide over your skin or use light patting movements with the pads of your fingers. This helps delay the eventual loss of muscle tone and the resultant sagging of the skin. And then comes the polishing peel, which acts as a skin refresher. This absorbs the excess deep-seated dirt but doesn't absorb the oil, adding to the moisture in your skin. This polishing mask is supposed to be left for 20 minutes for absorption. most important step, which is the usage of the creamy hydrating mask that absorbs moisture. This mask contains plant extracts and should be left for 15 minutes. The mask could just be used once for one person only. Hydrating mask. The hydrating mask protects skin cells and helps skin cell regeneration. It diminishes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles on your face. It nourishes and hydrates the skin. It produces a radiant glow, refines your skin texture and reduces pore size. After achieving the hydrated skin, the whitening mask should be applied, which is a plant extract again. This whitening mask helps in the whitening of the skin and should be left for 15 to 20 minutes. The last step includes the application of moisturizer with sunscreen. The face should not be washed for the next 8 hours, giving scope for the extracts to penetrate the skin deeper.
I definitely got to know a lot of things about skin which I was definitely illiterate about. Emma told me about my skin type, what level, what layer it belongs to and stuff. Mainly for this season she spoke about the summer tan, etc. I ride a bike to college every day and my skin always, I feel burnt all the time. So she gave me a facial which all of us saw and I really felt hydrated and rejuvenated. It was beautiful. It just felt really cool and the white face mask especially takes off the dirt and the tan. So I think it's a really brilliant idea. I think all of us should just visit a spa once in a month and just take time off and get pampered so that you feel fresh and not black. And for the kind of dust and the metro so-called work happening in Bangalore, it's very horrible for two-wheelers, for riders they especially need to take care of their skin.
So what does a whitening mask do? It helps brighten uneven skin tones. It gently minimizes the look of old acne scars on your face. It helps in skin discoloration from the sun. It can be used on acne, erupted or very sensitive skin. There are 6 different categories of skin tone. While the blondes enjoy the leverage of the first and the second, where the skin doesn't get tan but burns, the third and the fourth skin tone goes to the Asians and the last 2 falls in for the Africans. Many in the third, fourth and the fifth skin type are moving on to whitening pills, which shows best results. These pills are called glutathione, which are antioxidants that work on your liver, thereby producing a side effect of skin lightening. There have been medical proofs and research efforts that showed skin lightening to be a possible side effect of glutathione pills. So you can also opt for a skin whitening pill, but you should use these pills only after a proper research and consultation from your doctor.
I use something with called glutathione. It's an antioxidant, okay, that detoxifies the liver. The side effect, it inhibits the melanin production. Okay, that's why there is a skin lightening, and it has to be taken with vitamin C. Otherwise, it's a waste of money because it is a vitamin C that allows the glutathione to be absorbed. Okay, now how much can you really lighten? Okay, let's say you do not dream that if you are like really dark that you will be like really fair. It's not like that. Okay, what you do is you turn your arm around. Okay, see, this is the lightest you can go. Okay, this is your skin right now because this is the effect of the sun damage or maybe products you have used before. Okay, this is how much you can actually achieve.
A tan makes us feel and looks good at times, but in certain cases it might affect your skin for the lifetime. So be safe, guys, and